Yalla, this is Vid, guys. It's recording. Quiet. And don't ask to go out. Hiba. This is the lesson after making suggestion. There is no lesson for tag question, but just say lesson 2. All right. Urwa, if you want to talk, go. It's okay. Do you guys remember tag question? Tag question. What was tag question in English, and what was the use of tag question? To make sure about something, right? You emphasize something. All right, so it means we have one sentence, and then we call this tag question. We use the verb and the pronoun, right? And we got this note before, and we said if the sentence is positive, the tag is negative, right? And vice versa. If the sentence is negative, the tag must be positive. So this is the first step we have to understand about tag question. And then we classified into different groups. Okay, like for example, the verb to be for both, like we have past and present. We use it for present simple. We use it for past simple. And we use it for present and past perfect. And besides, we have a few notes that we have to understand each note. Okay, clear? So this is the background of tag question. We use, and don't forget that in verb to be, we can also use continuous tenses, the progressive tenses like present continuous and past continuous. But now we will go one by one. Okay, so I will be explaining this first, and finally we have models. How we change any sentence to tag when any models is used, like will, may, can, should. Okay. Yalla, let's start with the first tense, which is verb to be. Why did I classify in this way? Because it's the easiest way to understand. Nonetheless, we can say present simple for verb to be and for action verbs. But if we study separately, it's going to be like facilitating. Okay. All right, so tag question, group 1, with verb to be. What are the verb to be's, guys? Present simple, are. Past simple, was, were. If we have one of these in the sentence, we just change it to positive to negative, negative to positive. And we have one note, and the note is from Okay, like give an example. He is absent. They weren't at home. But okay, look. If we have verb to be in the sentence, use the same verb to be except am. We will change am, and we have this note now. So if you have is, was, were, right, are, use the same verb to be, and we have the notes in the malzama. So he is absent, we take is. Is it positive or negative? It's positive, right? Change it to negative, is going to be isn't. What's the subject? He. So we will choose this option, isn't he in the exam. But if you have an example like they weren't at home, this is negative, right? And the tag should be positive. All right, what's the positive of weren't? Were. And then what's the pronoun? They. Were they. But this is the note for the verb to be type, which is I am. We will change if is am and the short form of am. So we will change it to are, and negative aren't I. Okay, so only I am is going to be aren't I, and the rest is the same. Like for example, I am not is going to be am I. Just this is the note, and we have to memorize. I am, aren't I. So this is the first type, but don't forget if you have a sentence like this. Roa's car is expensive. If we change it to tag, we would say, isn't it, right? So is changed to negative, isn't. And Roa's car is singular or plural? Singular. So we say it. But if we change it to cars, Roa's cars are amazing. Here we say aren't they? Because of the cars, and that's plural. So this is the first type, if you have verb to be in the sentence. Muhammad, I'll give you time to write at the end. Okay? Let's finish it soon. So number 2, present simple. If you have present simple and the verb always is, how we know the sentence is present simple? I know, but if you have a positive, affirmative example sentence, yeah, the verb is either base, and sometimes it takes s or es, right? Let's give examples. Okay, so just have a look of this for examples. So are these examples past or present or continuous or perfect? Let me just underline the verbs and then you'll find out. So all the 4 sentences are present. So in present, if the sentence is positive, if we want to change to negative, we use either don't or doesn't. In which case, we use don't when the subject is I, you, we, they, or plural. In which case, we use doesn't, he, she, it, and singular. Okay, so they sleep late. How we change it to negative because of they? Yeah, we rewrite they, and the negative of sleep is don't. So we choose don't they, right? And now tell me sleeps late. He sleeps late. Because of he, we use doesn't. He doesn't wake up early. What's the positive of doesn't? Does. Does he? And now, they don't wake up early. We say, do they? Okay, guys, and here we have a note. Don't forget, have to have as a main verb. Has to, has as a main verb. These are considered as present simple. Okay? Like if I write this example, she has to wake up early. If we change it to that question, we would say, yeah, she has to, because we have has to, and it's considered as present simple, right? How we change to negative? Because of she, we rewrite she, and the negative is doesn't. So we say doesn't she, or doesn't he, but for I, you, we, they, we use don't. Like, what about this? They have an expensive car. So what's the function of have in the sentence? It's a main verb, right? So when it's a main verb, we change it to negative by adding don't, and then they. Because in the perfect tenses, so we use have as well, but there we can't say don't. We will say have as itself, okay? So this was present simple. And next we have past simple and present and past perfect and the models, and then we will finish. Mohammed, I'll give you time at the end. Past perfect. Past simple. Present perfect. Okay, how we know that the tense is past simple? Either the verb takes ed or irregular. That's good. And if we change past simple to negative, we add didn't. All right, all right. Let's give an example. Okay, for both sentences, what's the tense of both sentences? Didn't sleep and slept. Both are past, right? Okay, so it's negative, and then we will change to positive, right? What's the positive of didn't? Did. We. We slept late. What's the negative of slept? Didn't. And then we. Do you remember we had some notes? I mean, like the first one is we have some words in English. If we see them in the sentence is negative. Like what?
Never.
Huh? Let's write. We have some words. If you see one of them in the sentence, it changed the sentence from positive to negative. Like never, no, nobody, rarely, hardly, seldom, nothing, etc. So if you have one of these, in the sentence, it means the sentence is negative. For example, we never flew to London. We never went to London or flew to London. If we change it to that question, because you see never, so it means the sentence is positive or negative. The sentence is positive. If you see never, it's negative, right? And then here we change it to positive. So is this past or present? Past, right? So we add did. Okay, and the pronoun is we. So we say did we. Did we. We can also use never for present simple. Like I never fly to London. We never fly to. In this case, we say don't or do we. Do we. We can also use it for the perfect tenses. Okay, so we are done with past. Now, present and past perfect. Okay, how we know this tense is perfect, past or present? If we have what? If we have or has, this is for present, but for past we have had plus past participle. So this is called perfect tense. We can also add not if the sentence is negative. So what's the tag of both perfect tenses? We just use have, has, had, plus the subject. Okay? It's negative, yeah. I mean, we use have, has, had. If it's negative, just add not and then plus the subject. So this is the tag. Let's give an example or 3 examples. We have finished the research. She hasn't finished the project yet. Okay. In sentences like this, do we use don't, didn't, or have, has, had? If you see have, has, had followed by past participle, so it's perfect. So we use the same have, has, had. We have finished. Is it positive, negative, or positive? Positive. If we change it to tag, negative. What's the negative of haven't? Have, haven't. And then what's the pronoun? We. Next. Has. Okay, she hasn't. What is the positive of hasn't? Has. She. This one. They had finished. Hadn't they? Hadn't they? This is perfect tense. And we said if we have another note, if you have thing like something, everything, anything, this, that, we change these pronouns to it. But if you have body or one, somebody, someone, nobody, no one, everybody, everyone, these, those, they. Okay? Let's give an example. Nothing has changed so far. Okay, if we take a look at the first example, we have nothing. Nothing is, if we change it to a pronoun, or if we put a pronoun instead, we use it, right? Is nothing positive or negative? It's negative, right? Here, it must be, so we say has it. And by the way, nothing or no one, we use singular pronouns like is, because they are treated as singular pronouns, okay? So don't forget that. Nothing, something, nobody, no one. Like if you have one body thing, okay? If you have thing, body, or one, they are considered as a singular pronoun. So we use has for perfect tense, okay? Has. And for present simple, we use is. For past simple, we use was. But when we change these to tag question, especially for body and one, okay, someone, we said we will change it to someone, they. So that means in the sentence it's singular, but when we use it in tag, they become plural. So we say have or has for they. Has or have? Have. Is it positive or negative? Positive. What's the negative of have? Haven't. So we will choose this. Haven't they? First one is has it. Why has it? Because nothing is negative and it's singular. Clear? But we don't change there. There stays the same there, okay? But these and those, we will change it to, we will change them to they. Okay. So the last one, models. What are the English models? Can, can't, could, and negative. Must, negative. Should, shall, will, with, etc. All the models, we use the same, we don't change it, right? But if you have a model like must, what's the past of must? We use had to. All right? Yes, had to. Okay, these two examples. If you have a question like this, which option you choose? Because you have a model, right? The model is can and want. So is it positive? Yes. What's the negative of can? Can't. And what's the pronoun? They. So can they? They won't go shopping. We say will they. Huh? Yeah. They must is going to be mustn't. Okay, yeah. But for reported question, reported, we haven't studied. So the past, I mean the past of must is had to. which is not here in this topic. Is this clear? So this will be the last question. All right. Someone blank late blank. Because of someone, then it must be. Can you say someone is late, isn't he? Someone is coming late, aren't they? Someone has come, have they? Let's go one by one. If we put is here, I think it's quite possible, right? But if we change it to tag, then someone will change to they, not he. Mistake. Someone is singular here, right? I said the note. We can say someone is coming, but when we change to tag, we say they, and we change it to positive or negative. The sentence, is it positive or negative? Positive, negative. So for they, we say aren't or isn't? For they, aren't. So imagine this is correct. This one, someone has come. Someone has come. So what's the tense here? Someone has come. This is perfect. Then have they. Is this correct? It's going to be haven't.
So is B correct?
Yeah, B is correct. That's all from me about